What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bies. I'm a certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist. I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and here we are debunking and pointing out when people are way outside of their scope. And that's going to be today. If you are a nurse, you are going to riot in the comments. So I just want to prepare all the nurses. Y'all are angels on this earth, and you are going to be livid when you hear what company this psychiatric registered nurse in the state of Tennessee, don't worry, I've already reported her by the time this video comes out, is making claims. I don't want to tell you guys, well, no, you're going to see by the title, the company that she's a part of. But it took me a minute to figure out what company she was a part of because it showed up on my Facebook and I was like, what is this? And within the first couple minutes, I'm like, yeah, clearly she's in a multi-level marketing company, saved it, and then came back to it later. And I couldn't figure out what company she was a part of until she said Nitro. And you and I both know Nitro is one of those products that Nueva has been talking about. And I feel like I've been talking about Nueva a lot. And you know what? I love that for them. So today is going to be no different. This is a registered psychiatric nurse that is shilling Nueva products using health claims, talking in code, while also saying, I hope that, social media doesn't take the video down. Now, I wonder why social media would be taking the video down. You'll see shortly. Anyways, I'm going to stop running my mouth. For the moment, let's get into her video. And to all the nurses, I'm sorry that we have to be here. Okay. Also, I can't remember her name.
Good morning. Welcome into the Cookie Reset live show.
Let's talk about this whole Cookie Reset live thing. Apparently, I think she has a podcast or something. And when I went to the link in her bio on Facebook, it led to this cookie reset talking about recipes, and step one is you get the suggestion, and then you get the next piece, and then you get I probably should just read it, but it says something like you get, and I don't think she said supplement, but suggested must-haves kind of thing as far as supplements, without saying it that way. And I found that really suspicious. I was actually watching this earlier with some of the members, or talking about this earlier with some of the members, and I was really confused as far as what she was doing, and maybe that's intentional. So when she says the cookie reset, she's talking about a hormonal reset, and she's running people through using Nueva products. Right.
You might notice today we have a different background on the show. But the power's out. So, I still had to come on because I need to tell you guys what's going on. These last couple days have been absolutely crazy. There's a Memorial Day flash sale going on for the hormone reset. So, I've been trying to keep up.
Okay. Now, when she says hormone reset, I thought to myself, maybe this is Amare. Maybe this is, I don't know, you guys see hormone resets from a lot of these MLM companies, unfortunately, nowadays. But I was like, well, is this Amare? I'm not really sure. I was kind of confused. Let me show you guys where I started to figure out, oh, okay, this is Nueva.
So I've missed seeing you guys, but the Cookie Reset live show was made to deliver information about how I lost 100 pounds in the last year. Got my goal weight, now I'm maintaining it, and now I help other people do the same thing. So I share my hormone reset journey with you guys, and the show went absolutely crazy. I love to make my viral cookie recipes, generally here in the morning with you, but like I said, no power.
And I don't know, maybe she does make cookies or something. I don't know. And that's not really the point of today's video. We're about to get there, but I want the theme to be, does this fall within the scope of practice for a psychiatric nurse, registered nurse in the state of Tennessee? That is the overarching theme for this video. Okay? All right.
Anyways, let's go ahead and start the day with a nitric oxide hydrogen water.
That is the first clue that this is Nueva. That is one of their products that they talk about. We heard Margie talk about it. I have a whole Nueva playlist that you can check out all the way back to when they tried to copyright strike my channel. when they allegedly hired somebody to try and copyright strike my channel. It didn't age well for them, and now they have their own playlist. So that'll be linked below if you want to check it out.
Very much needed, especially when your power goes out unexpectedly. Very much needed. It's an honor to have you guys with me today.
Now, why would you need to be taking a supplement if your power went out? Is it because there was a Memorial Day sale and she wanted to capitalize on that? Also, I want to double back for just a second and talk about how she lost 100 pounds in the last year. And she is using that from the sounds of what she just said here. Now, this is not a deep dive into this individual. This is covering if you will, a first glance at what she is saying here and how outside of her scope of practice she's about to be. So brace yourselves. I'm going to say that a lot because once we get there, y'all are going to riot. I'm not kidding. Anyways, she is using that story to rope people into products that they don't need. Thanks. I hate it. And you'll see why.
Looking around, I've got several devices propped up on the door here. So that I can answer all of your questions. Mental health nurse practitioner, mom of 3, hormone health specialist, biohacking specialist.
Okay, now how could you be a psychiatric nurse and also claim that you're a biohacking specialist in addition to a hormone specialist? Wouldn't that be an endocrinologist? Is it just me? Let me know in the comments.
So as you can imagine, I answer a lot of questions during the day. One of the first things that I learned when I was learning about biohacking and how I could
from where
reverse the weight gain and all the diagnosis that I had and my genetics was that I was chronically low in nitric oxide. Okay, there's a free test you can take. I'm happy to send you the link.
Why is the free test link the Nueva website? Why?
But it was pretty obvious because the signs are brain fog, fatigue, being scatterbrained. Let's see, a lot of it comes back around to high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Again, it's genetic to be low in nitric oxide, okay? If you have a family history of blood clots, Alzheimer's, dementia. So like I had so many family members with heart disease, etc., etc.
Okay, I'm going to pause her right there. Now, I would like to speak to the medical professionals that are watching this video right now. Low in nitric oxide. What are your thoughts on that? Also, she learned this from a biohacking course? Right, Luna. Right. What do you think? Luna wants to say hi. Hello, little girl. Hello. What do you think of this psychiatric nurse? Same. What advice do you have for the people? Don't listen to pseudoscience? That's great advice. That is great advice. Thank you for that. Okay, I have to finish, okay? I'll feed you in just a little bit. All right.
And all of these things come from low nitric oxide. And
hold on. So you're saying that fatigue, brain fog, I can't remember some of the other things that she was saying, all very generic, very general, vague symptoms, if you will. They all come from low nitric oxide. There couldn't possibly be another cause of somebody being fatigued or having brain fog. Is that what I'm getting from this? Is that what she's saying? Wild.
Generationally, like we just keep getting lower and lower, okay? So athletes have been using this for a long time, but us as normal people didn't know that it existed. I am so thankful that I now know that it exists because it has totally changed my life and my family's life, right? So we now understand that our genetics don't have to decide what we are going to struggle with. And that is why I drink nitric oxide hydrogen water.
From Nueva. All of that to say, and that is why I drink Nueva, a multi-level marketing company that has been trying to duplicate Modere, another multi-level marketing company that the top leaders came from that closed down last April. Are you kidding? Are you absolutely joking? You have to be right now.
So I will say here, you guys, it's day 5 of the reset, and the messages that I am getting from people, it never, I don't know what, it never ceases to amaze me. Like, I'm still just in genuine shock. Like 6 pounds, 7 pounds, 10 pounds down.
What are we resetting in 5 days? What are we doing?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, could I fill out her information and find the guide? Yeah, I could. Of course I could. But she's going from all of these symptoms and family history and genetics, and now she's like, and that's why I drink hydrogenated whatever, blah, 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 nitro from Nueva. This is bizarre. That's what this is. It's horrific. It is infuriating. I can only imagine if you are a nurse, what this makes you feel like.
Inflammation down. Like, I can sleep at night, right? I'm not tired during the day. Like, the amount of messages that I get of people who are finally having freedom in how they feel in their body, just, it never ceases to amaze me. And a lot of that is there's a big mental health connection there. A lot of us don't know that we are struggling with that shame, blame cycle. A lot of us don't know that we are struggling with anxiety and depression, and that you can actually biohack your body instead of having to take the next Band-Aid.
What do you mean? How can you be a psychiatric nurse knowing that you're going to work with patients that have been prescribed medication for specific things and sit on here and say, you don't need those medications. You can biohack your way, which is pseudoscience, while shilling a Nueva multi-level marketing company's product? Are you kidding me?
You know, as a provider, I'm guilty of that. I didn't know that we were just band-aiding the symptoms and not actually getting down to the root cause of what's going on. And I know I get a lot of slack for that, but I feel like I owe it to people.
You get a lot of slack for what? For going against the scientific evidence? I don't understand how you can be in the medical field as a nurse, a psychiatric nurse. Why do I keep saying that? Because I have her license and I have already reported her, by the way, based on the time of this video being recorded. By the time this comes out, maybe I'll have some answers that I can share in the comments. I don't know. The disconnect with, hey, I'm a registered nurse. I went to school. I have a degree, which is very evidence-based, scientific evidence-based. And now I'm going to try to right my wrongs by not prescribing, because she's a nurse, so she can't prescribe it. But do you know what I'm saying? I'm having a really difficult time with this because I don't understand that disconnect. How do you go from scientific evidence to biohacking and selling an MLM product while talking about your credentials?
To be very transparent, because I thought I was helping patients for a long time and I wasn't. And I was a product of that system, going to providers and specialists and just taking things.
And you think shilling a multi-level marketing company's product with zero scientific evidence, based on anecdotal evidence and testimonials from your clients, your customers, is how you right that wrong? Is not predatory? Is helping people?
Not ever realizing that no one bothered to check my stress hormone response because they didn't know. They didn't teach me to do that for people either. So
okay. So would that be within her scope of practice as a psychiatric nurse? Because I don't think it would be. But you guys, many of you are far more educated than I am, especially in this department. But to me, it seems like that would be so far outside of her scope. Why would they test that? That seems like something an endocrinologist would need to do. And if you're a psychiatric nurse working for a psychiatrist in the mental health field, right? Let me know in the comments if I'm thinking about that in the right way, because this is so wild to me.
It took me having to get additional education, additional training to actually...
From where?
Be like, oh, light bulb moment. No one ever checked that for me, right? And that wasn't the end all be all. Once I did that, then I got put through the ringer of integrative wellness and chiropractors and nutritionists that were trying to push supplements on me.
And I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not, and I mean this disrespectfully, with my entire chest. And I'm not necessarily a fan of chiropractors and the supplements, especially the ones that are trying to shill supplements, not really a fan, okay? However, you mean to tell me you're going to demonize them while you get on here talking about you are a registered nurse and all of these other things, credentials from who we don't know, while also shilling a supplement and they're the bad guy? Okay.
And again, all of those things were great, but none of those things were going to work in a body that was in a chronic stress response, that was stuck in fight or flight mode. So there's a ton of great things out there, and there's a time and a place for those. But if your body is stuck in a chronic stress response, the supplement isn't going to do it.
Oh, but Nueva supplements will. Right? Is that what you're trying to say here? I am really having a hard time with her not seeing, or with me not seeing I don't even know how I want to word this. They're the bad guys. Oh, but try this supplement. Oh, but try my 5-day cookie reset. What is happening?
Stop it. Get some help.
You will have to biohack to get your body back into that space. And that's why I created the reset, because I just did not feel comfortable charging what clinics wanted to charge for that.
Oh, okay. So instead of going with what a medical clinic, a medical doctor suggests for people to take, as far as like prescription medication, now, is it perfect? No, but it sure is a heck of a lot better than some pseudoscience biohacking, in my opinion. So instead of that, you're offering this free guide where you're suggesting a bunch of Nueva supplements. I just want to make sure that I'm getting this right in case she happens to see this. Oh, but they're the bad guys. You're not, right? That's what they do over there. It's different over here. Girl, please.
So when you decide to reset your body, I don't charge for that reset plan.
No, you charge for the supplements, right?
That's right. So that's why I do get really upset that people are taking the free hormone test and selling it, and then trying to sell things like hormone replacement therapy with it, or nutritional supplements with it. Again, there's a time and a place for those things, but the vitamins, the powders, the patches, the potions, they work surface level. You're going to lose and gain the same weight over and over again. The secret's out of the bag. It just blew up the multi-billion-dollar industry. I mean, it really is. It's like going to the gym, getting a trainer. Eventually, the cortisol is going to take over, right? And so we're going to end up in the same burnout cycle, because...
What? What do you mean it's like going to the gym and hiring a trainer as a certified personal trainer? If somebody is having something going on with their health, and oftentimes when I do a client intake, a personal training client intake, I'm asking when the last time they went to the doctor was. Have they had blood work done? Are there things, medications, limitations, mobility challenges, things of that nature that could prevent them from doing certain exercises? Are there things that are uncomfortable for them? You know, I'm doing a complete intake for people to make sure that I am working with their doctor or their physical therapist. I feel like she didn't even finish her thought. Here's a wild take. You can work with a certified personal trainer and also work with your doctor at the same time. I know that that's wild. That doesn't fit her narrative, but wow.
We haven't actually addressed the root cause of what's going on. And so many people right now in this current reset, like I said, we're on day 5, have told me, I didn't know that I could ever come off of my thyroid medication. I didn't know hypothyroidism, autoimmune disease, low vitamin D, low iron, PCOS, prediabetes, all these things that are in this current reset. I didn't know those were all signs of hormonal imbalance. Like, no one ever explained that to me, right? And so...
Okay, she's talking about her clients, not her, because I'm like, how would you not know that as a nurse? But I think she's coming from her clients are saying that to her. Maybe I've got that wrong.
It's more important to me now than ever that this information is shared, because there's so many things on the market right now.
Oh, so no, you want people to share so that you can sell more Nueva products, right? So you can recruit people into Nueva.
That are being pushed, and people aren't reading the insert. They don't know what it's doing to their mental health. They're not reading the laws. They don't know what's going on. And it's not until they're...
Wait, so you're trying to villainize medication with scientific evidence and say that your method and your supplement products from Nueva are a better fit? What is happening? Luna, what is happening?
in a really bad place, that they end up coming to me for help. And if I can save one more person from going there, that is what my goal is. So if you've not taken the free hormone test, message me, free test. I can only respond to so many messages in a day is the issue. And so as soon as I get to your message, I will respond, but it will kick me out of Messenger after I've responded to so many messages.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably because you're being spammy, in my opinion. I'm looking at her website, and maybe no, this has her phone number. I was gonna say maybe I could put in some screenshots or some screen recordings, but I don't think that would be advisable. But the cookie should I just take the quiz? Earlier I said I went to the Nueva website. I'm not so sure that it does because it looks like it's its own thing. Should I go ahead and fill it out? Maybe I'll put this in my stories. Something to think about. All right, let's get back into the video.
And it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of people out there that don't want you to know this information. I don't even know if this video honestly will stay up.
What do you mean there's a lot of people out there that don't want you to have this information? Why do these people always act like they are the only ones with the truth? They are the only ones with the answers. And it always leads back to some sort of a sketchy supplement, a multi-level marketing company, some sort of a 5-day reset, biohack your way into X, Y, and Z. And it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't.
A lot of times they take these down when I'm being completely transparent about things. So just the best thing that you can do is message me. So I let this sit for 5 minutes, okay? And you can tell the colors completely changed.
Not the plug to the Nueva products. I love how just a few minutes ago she was like, listen, the patch, the pill, the powders, if you don't get to the root cause, it's not going to do anything. But then meanwhile, is shilling her powdered product. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Girl.
It's not from dyes or sugars, but the L-sertraline has activated that nitric oxide. That's how I know that it's ready to go. Okay, when I take this off, there'll be like a pew. Okay, I never want to add ice. I never want to mix with more than 8 ounces of water. And I've got to make sure that once I open this up, I drink it within 15 minutes, okay, on an empty stomach, because I want to be guaranteed 10 hours of blood flow.
Ah, right. The 10 hours of blood flow. Remember the Michelle video that I did last week? By the time this comes out, I think it'll be the previous week. And she talked about one packet helps you with 10 hours of increased blood flow. Yeah. Oh my God.
Like I say, I've got a family history, lots of things, right? And
oh, so this is in your mind. I feel like she's saying this product from Nueva is a cure for all of those things that are family history. And again, I don't think that's how that works.
You can be as healthy and do all the things and work out and weigh 100, whatever your idea of healthy is, and still succumb to your family genetics if you do not address the nitric oxide piece. Okay, it's very, very important that you understand if you are low in nitric oxide. My husband, his dad, heart attack, very young age. My husband takes 2. That way I know he's protected for the next 20 hours. He does the first 10 hours, then the next 10 hours, right? There's a reason you can't get it in stores. There's a reason that they don't want us to have access to this.
Who is they? They don't want us to have access. Who? Let's also not lose sight. I know I keep saying this, but this is a multi-level marketing company's product, Nueva. And if you've been subscribed to my channel for quite some time and were there when all of this stuff broke down or happened. Modere closing, Nueva opening within a matter of days. Oh, all of a sudden they have products, and it's, you know, science backed, and all of. Her husband takes 2 a day to protect him from a heart attack. That's what she's saying as a registered nurse. And now you guys know why, if you haven't already figured that out, why I've already reported her to the state of Tennessee. Because what is this?
View is if you come into the ED with signs of a heart attack, they're going to give you a nitro tablet. Okay? But what if we didn't have to get to that point? Okay.
Are you trying to say that this product prevents people from having heart attacks? Oh my God.
There should be light bulbs going off. There's not light bulbs going off. I'm not explaining this correctly enough, but I kind of have to beat around the bush because I'm trying not to get this video taken down. But it's really, really important that you are understanding biohacking and longevity and the peace there and the energy that you feel and the focus.
I can't wait for all the biohackers to be like, oh my God, you're so snarky and you're rolling your eyes. Yeah, I am. And that will continue.
That you feel, all of those are just secondary cherries on top by drinking this, right? That is all, those are all things that help me get through my day. Okay. The cellular autophagy, also great, but I'm using it for a very specific purpose. Okay. Hi, good morning, Tammy. How are you? Let me know your favorite flavor in the comments. I know the lab currently has black cherry, grape, and lemon lime in stock last time that I checked. I go between black cherry and grape being my favorite. I'm doing a black cherry this morning. Now, there have been very, very elite and ultra mega wealthy biohackers and NFL teams that have had access to these machines that can make this. Okay, they are not new to the game. They know exactly what they're doing. It being something that's accessible to us, very new. Okay, it being something that costs as much as a cup of coffee, unheard of. All right. A lot of, anyways, I can't say that on here.
Oh, please do go on. Please do go on.
Hi, grape. I love it. Yes, grape. I've got a lemon lime, and what else do we have over here? Black cherry. So I've got on all 3 platforms different answers. I love that. You know, I like, to me, it's not even a flavor thing. Like, I don't care what the flavor was. I just have to make sure that I drink it. But really, it's the black cherry and the grape that I absolutely love. They just really are the best. And I have people drive to my house hours to pick theirs up when they run out because they don't order quick enough. So I know the seriousness of it. I have taken it to hospitals. I've taken it to nursing homes in the middle of the night. I know about the COPD and asthma and how quick that can come upon a loved one and how quick you might need that. But I try my best to get it to people as fast as I can.
What? Do the hospitals and nursing homes know that you are doing this? I'm actually speechless.
Anita, he does do 2 a day, but his dad had a heart attack in his 40s. Mom, diabetes, both high cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart disease. I think that's everything for them. Yeah, so plenty of things there. And because of that, I'm like, hey, I want a full 20 hours covered for you. So he does do 2. I know that I know like some people are undergoing treatments for the C word. They take 2 to 3 as well because they're trying to obviously speed up that autophagy process. We need those dead cells out. as quickly as possible. Can't say much of that on here, but
Why? Why can't you say much of that on here? Why? Why are you worried about this live being taken down? Oh, could it be because of misinformation? Well, we'll see what the state of Tennessee, the nursing board in particular, has to say about it.
they're taking more. So yeah, and then I know people that just need that second part of the day pick me up, and they've decided to not use caffeine or pre-workouts or things like that, so they add in that second one as well. So there's different reasons people do that, but for him it's a non-negotiable. My mom, she had a blood clot. For her, it's a non-negotiable. I hope that makes sense. It's real.
Let's just recap this just for a second. She is saying that from her video that drinking Nueva Nitro product can help with COPD, asthma, cancer. I know I'm missing stuff. Preventing heart attacks, helping when somebody has a blood clot, genetics. Why are they like this? Why are these people like this?
But you're more than welcome to message me, and I'm happy to give advice based off of that person's current scenario. Megan said I love them all. Yes. Yeah. They came out. It's kicking me off. I'm sorry. I'm getting so many calls. I remember when they came out with the other flavors. It used to be just lemon lime, and I was like, what? That sounds so weird. Now I love them all. It's crazy how that happens. Okay. Alrighty, so I am gonna go answer these million calls that I'm getting. I don't know if it's something that I said on here or what is going on, but all these people are calling me. Message me if I can answer any questions for you. Again, this will probably be taken down. Hopefully not. Hopefully it sticks on one of these platforms. We've got to advocate for ourselves. We really have to advocate. We can't depend on walking into an office and getting the answers. I get it. I get it. I get it. Have the best.
Do I think that we have to advocate for ourselves? Absolutely. If we're not in a place where we can advocate for ourselves, having somebody that can help with that. Absolutely. I think that this is disgusting. What she is doing, what she is saying, what she is asking people to do, what she is suggesting that a multi-level marketing company's product, along with her 5-day reset that I'm staring at. Do I put my name in this? Do I put my information in here? I'm obviously not going to give her my phone number, but do you think that as soon as she sees my name on her email list that she's gonna be like, wait, that's that anti-MLMer? Because I know she's friend with John Melton and all of them. Do you think I should do that? Let me know in the comments. Drop my info or no. Anyways, this is disgusting. I'm really glad that the Nursing Board of Tennessee knows about this. I'm also going to send this to the FTC. I also suggest that you do the same. And her nursing license number. One moment. Her nursing license number, again, in the state of Tennessee, as a registered nurse, licensed in multiple states. Her license number is 254068, and her name is Savannah Frazier. Frazier. So have at it. If you want to report her as well, I think that that is warranted. I think this is very dangerous. I think that this is taking advantage of people that are looking for hope amongst a diagnosis or when dealing with genetic predisposition to certain things. And I think it's disgusting. And at the end of the day, we are talking about Nueva, a multi-level marketing company that came up with these products out of thin air, and now all of a sudden they're curing COPD and asthma and everything else that she just said. Absolutely not. Oh my God. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you, and best way that you can support my channel so that stuff like this gets out there and debunked is for you to like, subscribe, comment, share the video if you feel comfortable. If the hype points are available, you can hype it. Oh my God. I'm going to go make some dinner. I hope you have something delicious to eat. And guys, don't fall for this stuff. This is so vile and outside of her scope. I can only imagine the comments that are coming. Okay, I'm going to head out. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.